Hi Aries, welcome to your reading for the month of December 2020 going into January 2021. This is for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. It's a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Just very quickly, I'm really sorry for the lack of my presence in the video, but my laptop died and I just really wanted to release those videos anyway. Hopefully just my voice and the message will be good enough to keep you here, Aries. So without any further ado, let's begin. Okay, Aries, so I already have your cards in front of me. Since I only read jumpers, I don't like to pick cards from the deck myself. I just always wait for the tarot to jump out and bring me the messages. So for your first card, your present energy, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. For your potential obstacles or distractions, you've got the Strength in reverse. For your how to overcome it position, you've got the Ace of Swords. For your past position, you've got the Five of Pentacles. And for your future position, you've got the Queen of Wands. And for your 4 extra cards, which is what you need to hear right now, you've got the Knight of Cups. And you've got the Knight of Wands. You've also got the Five of Pentacles showing up yet again. And you have got the Tower. So, Aries, okay, for your current energy / inner strength, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Could be plenty of things, obviously, depending which bit of your life we're talking about. But aces are always new beginnings. So if you look at the card, it's the universe, literally the universe itself, handing you a gift, some kind of a new opportunity. Now, this won't be for everyone, but sometimes the Ace of Pentacles signifies a prize. It could literally be a lottery win. So why not buy one lottery ticket? Aries, who knows? You might get lucky. But anyway, the Ace of Pentacles is also a sign of abundance. It's a sign of prosperity. And when I look at this Five of Pentacles on the left, which is in the past experience to let go position, it tells me that it could be strictly connected to finances. Now, the Five of Pentacles is a card of scarcity and material instability. It could mean that you felt left out in the cold and abandoned in terms of human connections, but I'm getting a strong money vibe from this reading, and I love to see this card in the past position for you, Aries. But it comes with a small warning. You've got the Strength in reverse here. So I'm feeling that maybe the past few months have been very difficult financially for you. Not just that, but maybe you've been actually trying over and over again to improve your situation. You've been working hard, but nothing's changed. And that's why the Strength shows up here in your obstacle position. I think you're a little bit exhausted, Aries, at this point, some self-doubt, feelings of insecurity and inadequacy might have creeped in, but none of this is your fault, Aries. Just know that we are all going through the same thing, more or less right now, and you need to ask yourself, are you held back by some old fears, some emotions, beliefs, or self-destructive patterns? Now, this Ace of Swords in the how to overcome it position is telling you to cut straight through any feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt. Ace of Swords is a beautiful card of clarity, of discovery, and a possible breakthrough. So if things have not been going your way recently, it's nice to have that Ace of Swords here. Just make sure you don't bottle it all up, Aries. Find the source of your negative emotions and then slice right through it, slice through all of the uncertainty. It actually goes really well with this Queen of Swords in your work to focus instead your future position. She's the card of clear communication, and she doesn't take any BS from anyone. But I think this will be more of an introspective journey this month and going into January. This Ace of Swords will bring you sudden clarity. So in December you can expect ideas just popping into your head without you even trying to really come up with anything. So looking at those 4 cards all together, I get a sense of you being almost on the verge of giving up and collapsing, pretty much, because the situation is so difficult. But this unexpected offer that comes from the universe will suddenly make something click. All of a sudden you have a clear plan. It's almost like this, oh my god, why haven't I thought of that before? It might have already happened to you in the recent past, Aries. And these cards are telling you to just keep going, keep pushing, don't give up, because the worst is almost behind you. It might not feel like it just yet. It might feel just a little bit out of reach, Aries, but the Queen of Swords signifies just cutting away the obstacles and coming out on the other side. Your last 4 cards in the what you need to hear right now position show me that there might be an inner conflict for you, possibly. They are both facing each other, kind of, both of them ready to strike in a way. So the Knight of Cups is your more romantic, dreamier side that likes to wander before taking action, while the Knight of Wands is a fiery energy, your other side that just wants to take action without really planning. This will be quite an obvious advice, but maybe try finding middle ground. Maybe you will be able to mix both of those energies in December going into January. These cards could also mean 2 different love interests, and it seems like you might have to make a choice between them, Aries. But since this is not a love reading, I won't be getting into any details here. Knights also represent movement forward. They bring in new opportunities, and this might mean you'll have more than one coming to you in the next few weeks. Cups might be that more emotionally fulfilling offer, but the Wands one is quicker, and can let you reap the rewards faster, straight away. I think it's up to you which one you choose, but with the Yes Oracle card, I intuitively feel like there are no wrong answers here. You've also got the 5 of Pentacles showing up here at the top again as an extra message, which to me is just a confirmation of the need to relieve the first 5 of Pentacles in the past where it belongs. Since it shows up again, I think it might be potentially causing some financial anxiety throughout the next few weeks. But worry not, my Aries, since the rest of the spread signifies a positive outcome, so that's lovely to see after a period of what I think had to be quite a heavy load for you, Aries. Just be aware of those anxious thoughts creeping in, those anxious financial thoughts. Just observe them and then let go. Do whatever you feel you have to improve your situation, but know that worrying won't help anyway. Just worrying doesn't change anything, does it? So after you let the emotion run its course, be sure to let it go and focus on this clear Queen of Swords energy. Your last tarot card is the Tower, but don't freak out just yet, Aries, since I'm not reading it the way I usually would read the Tower card. I'm not reading it that way for the month of December and January, mainly because this card has been popping out so often. I've done plenty of readings recently and it just keeps coming up. So I feel like it simply has to have some other common meaning for all of the signs. And to be honest, it doesn't surprise me at all, since it is the end of the year. So many of us choose this time to let old structures fall away, especially in this tarot deck, this round tarot deck. The meaning is slightly different than the original tarot deck disaster and ruin meaning. I intuitively feel that this card is telling you that it's extra important to tear down what no longer serves you, Aries. The demons in the card, they are literally ripping the tower apart. But don't just leave the stones behind. Take the pieces and build upon them. Restructure. Rebuild. So, no need to worry about the Tower card. To me, in these end of year readings, it only signifies that you'll be twice as eager to carry out some introspective action, and set intentions for the year ahead. So, your first oracle card, I briefly mentioned it. The answer is yes. So maybe if you came with a specific question to this reading, here's your answer, Aries. And for your second oracle card, you got Cherishing Self. Yes. So the meaning of this oracle card is, I accept and cherish myself. There are times to put your own needs above the needs and expectations of others. Treat yourself the way you treat your favorite person, Aries. Buy yourself something nice this month. And going into January, take a nice long bath, have a glass of wine, whatever makes you feel better. I feel like this pertains to this Strength Reversed card as well. So in times of extreme exhaustion, take a break. That's when the clarity of the Ace of Swords might come in, Sometimes the answers come when you stop asking, and when self-doubt creeps in. Focus on what's remarkable about you, Aries. Take care of yourself first, because it's difficult to give when your cup is only half full, but when your cup is overflowing, you have more than enough to offer. So, the questions you might want to ask yourself with this card are: is there something blocking my self-care? And how can I cherish myself even more? In what ways do others benefit if I nurture myself? Really love that last question. In what ways do others benefit if I nurture myself? It's so much easier to give when we ourselves feel good. Okay, Aries, and I've got one last card with an extra message for you. I drew it from the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck, and it is the Youth card. But since this deck is very new to me and the meanings are very different from the original tarot deck, please just bear with me while I have a look at the booklet for you. Now, the Youth is alone. He is alone but confident in the knowledge that a loving and supportive family will be there if he has need of them. On a quest for adventure and discovery, he seeks the excitement of the new and unknown in distant lands. Following whispers and rumour, he takes risks with little thought or care. Oh, so it's kind of like the Fool card in the original tarot deck. His choice is to live in the moment. The past is left behind, while thoughts of the future rest only as far as his next journey. Every adventure gives him a greater knowledge of the world and his place in it. Believing himself both immortal and infallible, he often acts spontaneously, using his charm and enthusiasm to win him favor and release him from strife. He rebels against sage advice to use restraint or caution. As far as the youth is concerned, the greater the risk, the more rewarding the outcome. So the card is asking you, are you bored with the routine of your life? Do you stare out the window, dreaming of something different? Of a change and a new direction? Do you express this need for change only to be met with platitudes, told that if you focus on loving and appreciating what you already have, Aries, that you will be happy? Or are you reminded of what you might lose if you make a radical change to your life, choose to defy convention or rebel against tradition? When you voice your need to do something more with your life, do people around you suddenly question their own importance, as if they should be held in higher regard than your own dreams and ambitions? Understand that we are ever evolving and transforming beings. Sometimes we develop new interests because they are meant to steer us in a new direction, to change and transform our lives in every way, so that we may grow to reach our fullest potential. Sometimes these interests can create an awareness that we are meant to live the life we have and explore unexplored realms of possibility and opportunity. The new interests reveal that those who have grown together are now meant to grow apart. The youth represents a necessity to address a desire for change within your life, and asks that you have the courage and determination to make your choice without allowing others to discourage you or steer you in the direction of their choosing. If you do not put your own interests first, the potential for greater unhappiness and conflict will increase. You have dreamed for long enough, Aries. Now is the time to act, even if it means leaving behind all that is safe and familiar. Yeah, so this actually goes nicely with these three cards here. These are these knights over here and the Queen of Swords. A choice you have to make, maybe, Aries. Potentially two people, two knights trying to influence you in some way, but you are the Queen of Swords in the end. So it's fine to ask people for an opinion. Go ahead, but don't let anyone decide for you. Cut away all of the BS, okay? This card also mentions how you need to put yourself first. You know, a confirmation for the Oracle card here, for the other Oracle card. Now, the card also speaks of the need for a change in direction for you, Aries. It's kind of like the Fool card. Really reminds me of the traditional tarot Fool card. I think you've been stuck here in this Five of Pentacles energy, and the self-doubt of the Strength in reverse is taking over. So the Youth card is showing up to remind you to keep your eyes peeled for these new Ace of Pentacle opportunities. That opportunity might be the thing that leads you into an entirely new direction. You know, don't let self-loathing and anxiety obscure those opportunities. Just cut straight through any worry with the Ace of Swords, and you'll come out on the other side as the Queen of Swords. So I think I'll leave it here, Aries. Hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. That would be very much appreciated, since these are one of my first videos, and I would love to know if I'm doing anything right at all. So Thank you very much for listening. I hope to actually be in the videos next month. So I will see you later, Aries. Bye bye.